We are back out here at the Lehn Fink Fields.
Absolutely.
Lincoln,
little motivational music going on here.
We've been we haven't gotten the score from the scorekeeper yet. Supposed to get it over to us.
I don't know if we want that right now.
See, Jake's Furnishings, as he's disgusted about the score, Jake's Furnishings has taken on Design It Constructions. This broadcast brought to you by Jake's Furnishings. We've shipped it from 1100 Woodlawn Road out to Lehn Fink Field for the season finale. Again, Jake's Furnishings taking on Design It Construction. Of course, Jake's daughter's playing, so you owed it to her.
Well, she
wants you to be here.
She wants me to be there,
right.
Pretty bad. So
I
don't get to do a lot of her things. Of course, she's in gymnastics and she's in dance and whatnot. So I don't get to do a lot of the stuff like that. So this kind of thing is this gets put on the top of my list.
There you go. So we're out here. About 27 more minutes.
Oh yeah, 27 more minutes. 121 degrees.
121 degrees on the digital reader by Jim. We're trying to see in a time span of 9 to 10 how hot it can possibly
What's funny
get.
is we put Jeff in the little shed here and close the door on him. It's 140 in there. When he comes out, he's going to be 110 pounds.
Yeah, it's like a sauna in there for him. Yeah, we've been talking, of course, local baseball. We've got the All-Star game coming up Tuesday.
Yep.
You said Monday's the Home Run Derby.
Monday's Home Run Derby.
A couple guys that are in it.
Yeah, we got Juan Carlos Stanton. He's kind of fun. They're playing Beltran's. A couple of the people playing against the Cardinals this weekend. Kind of fun to watch.
Right.
So we'll see. In Kansas City, where Beltran's from.
Uh-huh.
He said he already is a little bit emotional about it.
I would think so.
Coming up.
Is that where he's from?
He's drafted. Well, he's drafted by Kansas City.
Right.
So that's who he's brought up by, and he still calls that home. So, kind of a cool thing, He doesn't
have far to go.
No.
3-hour trip, maybe.
You think he's not going to fly?
Well, I'm just saying, by normal people's standards, it would be a car ride.
Yeah, that's not a car ride for him.
Right.
No, that's way out of the way.
That's the Cardinals jet.
That's exactly right. Or somebody's personal jet.
Yeah.
Probably his.
But who else in the Home Run Derby? Got to remember any other guys?
To be honest, I don't
Hamilton?
remember.
No.
I think he was hurt, so I think he
opted out.
I think he opted out. Pujols, I don't believe, is in there.
No.
That young kid from Anaheim, I believe, is in there, though. Can't even think of his name right now.
No.
Apologize.
Bryce Harper? No?
No.
They're not even know if should he be in, should he be out. There was a discussion this morning today about it.
No. Why would he be? I mean, no. I mean, yeah, he's a great talent, but this is the All-Star game. You gotta grow up a little bit,
But people want to see young.
You want to see the freshest, youngest thing.
He's probably the
most exciting thing.
He was the talk.
Kind of like Dontrell Willis a few years ago.
Right.
He was that young, fun thing to watch. Then all of a sudden, he evaporated.
Yeah,
it no longer happened. So I mean, that's how baseball is, though. It's what's new and fun, which is fine. I prefer the. Matt Holliday's, who's consistently 14 home runs by this time, 15,
He's in now.
He's in the All-Star game
because
now.
of
Yadier Molina on the bereavement list for his grandfather-in-law passing away.
How many Cardinals made it?
5. Well, technically 6
now.
Yeah. So, if you wanted a year to buy an All-Star jersey, this would be it. You got 6 options to buy from. You got Yadier. You got Lance Lynn making his first appearance after having a phenomenal start of the year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for a young guy coming in to basically, now he's replaced Chris Carpenter, who's out for the rest of the year having surgery, hoping to be back by the beginning of next year. Like I said, Molina, Holiday, David Freese got voted in by a pretty wide margin over Chipper Jones, which I'm kind of surprised of. It's that ball went to the fence. My goodness.
That was a Jake's Furnishings home run.
That was a Jake's Furnishings. They stopped her at third.
We're gonna have to talk to those coaches. We're gonna have to talk to those coaches this year, Jake.
What in the world? She could have walked home.
Don't they know they got the president over here sitting?
They're not about patting stats in this league, Josh.
She must be going for the record of triples in the field.
I think she's had about 9 of them, and every game I've seen she's had 2, so good times.
Cubs? Anybody? See, I don't even know. I'm a Cubs fan, and I'm supposed to probably know because of this show, and people want to hear. But I've really totally boycotted them.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Used to like to go to a game once a year, maybe twice a year. Care less.
This year's just off the books then.
Yeah, done season. I'd rather go watch the Chiefs.
Chiefs are fun to watch. It's a fun ball game.
I'm going to take my son and see how, he's been to place in Bloomington.
Okay.
And I'm going to take him to Chiefs and see how he likes it.
Nice.
Yeah, I got a little kids thing.
What about the Cardinals? Why not take him to St. Louis? Let him see a Cardinal game.
Well, he's a Cardinals fan now.
He obviously enjoys the
That would be
Cardinals.
hard for me to sit through if my son jumps up out of the stands.
After a Matt Holliday home run jumps up and wants to give you a high five, and you're like, sit down.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not giving you knuckles,
No. What about, let's say a back-to-back Jack Holliday followed by Beltran home run?
You got a guy sitting next to you.
Yeah.
Probably a Cardinal fan. Give him knuckles.
Huh.
Anyway.
Okay.
Besides my son.
I could see this.
Get off of it. Any Cubs make it? I know you have to make one. Did they? I mean, who did they bring up? Like, do they have a double-A guy they can bring up?
A double-A guy? Heck, why not throw Rizzo in there?
But, I mean, somebody has to make it from each team, don't they?
Yeah.
So who made it? Do you remember who made it from the Cubs?
To be honest, I don't.
See, that's...
you're right.
Lehn. Lehn makes it.
Their first base, or modified first baseman, I guess. I don't know what you even call him.
Does he even play now?
He started out as a catcher, and then he moved to first base.
He did hit the ball well.
He has hit the ball well. He's actually had a really nice year so far.
Right.
Rizzo's up, and they're trying to find at bats for him. So
gotta put runs on the board.
Yeah, I mean, the Cubs have been kind of fun to watch in last week. That's why I'm surprised you haven't watched them. Ever since this Rizzo call up, they've actually been entertaining. To say, I mean, you got that going for you.
Uh-huh.
And you guys do have, I mean, it could be the last time you get to see Matt Garza or Ryan Dempster or Carlos Marmol in a Cub uniform. That's why I'm kind of surprised you're not.
It's not Ernie Banks.
It's not Ernie Banks. I'm not going to disagree with that.
It's not Sandberg or Grace.
No.
And we had a discussion.
Could you imagine Sandberg in today's... Sandberg wouldn't be a Cub right now.
No,
because some other team would have offered him way more. Somebody would offer... You think Sandberg could have made a $250 million contract? At least 200. You think he could have gotten a 200?
Good. I mean, he was good. I mean, he's second baseman. He's
Gold Glove, second baseman, best hitting second baseman.
He wasn't a 40 home run
Dan
guy.
Uggla got what? He get 130 million?
Yeah, but
and he's better than Dan Uggla on Dan Uggla's greatest season ever.
Yeah, you're right. And no, I don't know.
And especially today's pitching.
Yeah, you could be. I mean.
And ballparks? Ooh, ballparks are so much smaller. He's a 40 home run guy in today's game.
Yeah, you could be right. Yeah.
I'm not a huge Sandberg fan, but that one game against the Cardinals where he took him deep like 25 times.
That would be a record.
Oh, I just remember it was probably 2004. We just got done with a softball. We just won a championship. I believe we're in Rockford or somewhere. Anyways, my team, we go to a sports bar. We're all hanging out. We're having a good time. And they're showing the Mark Grace game. Or not the Mark Grace, the Ryan Sandberg game, which is what I commonly refer to it as. He takes Suter deep. He takes everybody in the world deep. And they end up winning the game. The fans that are around there, almost all of them are Cub fans. Of course. Mm-hmm. And they're cheering like it's happening right now. Like it's live baseball. Like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen here. And I'm just saying, he's going to hit one. And all of a sudden, what happens? He hits one.
Maybe they'd been there for a while.
I don't know. Maybe they were stuck in Antarctica or something. They didn't know what was going to happen. But
Home Run Derby coming up Monday. Yes. Tuesday, the All-Star Game. Of course, the winner of that.
The Cardinals are doing something fun for the Home Run Derby, too. In an upcoming series against the Dodgers, I believe there's like 1,000 tickets that are $11 a piece. Or no, $20 a piece. If for every home run that Carlos Beltran hits, they're taking $1 off.
Okay.
So if he can make it to the second round, possibly hit 20 home runs, they are free tickets.
Wow.
So
for 1,000.
I believe it's 1,000 tickets. I can't remember the number, but it was a nice sized number of tickets. Cool. And I was like, oh heck, that's a pretty cool gig right there.
Yeah.
They're probably $11 tickets, and they're thinking, well, maybe you'll hit 9.
Right.
And we'll still get our money back.
Right.
But if they don't, I mean, heck. You know, cool gig for the fans. You can get a free ticket.
What if he goes over $11? Do you get paid?
That's what I was wondering. I was thinking, what if he hit like 40?
Yeah.
Do you get $20 out of this?
Yeah. Can I have a soft drink and a hot dog?
That's exactly right.
Here's your coupon.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Here's a coupon.
Enough of baseball. Cubs are in almost last. Cardinals. So the All-Star game Tuesday. Enjoy that. A couple days off then after that, and then back into the
swing of things.
Back into the swing of things for baseball.
Cardinals about 2.5 games out, I believe, right now from the first place Pittsburgh Pirates.
Wouldn't have thought that, but who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah, it's a lot of season left.
Yep.
So, hey, we're going to get in as soon as we take a quick commercial break. Next, Jake, I almost say Jacob, like I'm your dad or mom or something.
Thanks.
We're going to talk
Dad.
Illinois football, and I'm a little interested to talk with you about that because we were kind of down on Coach Beckman, but I've got an interesting stat for you coming up as what he's doing on the recruiting trail so far. So things are, I believe, going to be okay, but we're going to take a quick commercial break. It's 122.9 degrees out here at Lehn Fink Field. Jake's Furnishings taking on Design It Construction.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Foul ball.
96.3 FM and WLCN online.com. Between innings, Jim cranks it up.
Oh, yeah.
Where's the wave starting out here?
When do we let Jeff out of the box?
Tomorrow.
Okay. I was going to say, it's got to be 180 inside that thing right now.
Yeah.
And, you know, he perspirates a little bit. And
yeah. I'm waiting for the wave.
Okay. You want me to start it?
Yes. Yes, I do. Hey, we're out here at Lehn Fink Field for
Lehn Fink Field.
Season finale.
Season finale, 124 degrees here in the shade.
Jake's Furnishings. We're sitting with the owner right now.
I'm there.
And
almost made a nice
and
play.
CEO and general manager. How's that sound?
Well,
if it was only the Cardinals.
Yeah, I would not be a general manager. I guarantee you that. I would have been fired after the first week.
Lehn Fink Field, Jake's Furnishings, taking on Design It Construction. We're supposed to be at 1100 Woodlawn Road,
correct.
But we're not.
No, the air conditioning's great there, and I didn't want to get you used to something like that.
Yeah, I don't like to go in it and then come out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So with this, now you can go straight to the lake.
Yeah.
Throw the fishing pole in and see what you can pull out.
Yeah.
You know?
Warm. But, hey, you brought up a point. I wanted to come back to you. Illinois football. We had some baseball things to talk about earlier, All-Star game and local and all that fun stuff. But football, I've been watching it pretty closely. As I was maybe as skeptical as anybody in bringing in what I would call, in the basketball terms, a mid-major guy to the University of Illinois for the football program, Coach Tim Beckman.
Yep.
And he's ripping it up.
I'll be honest.
23rd in the nation right now in rankings in our recruiting class.
I'll be honest. I was solid in
Yeah, you
Beckman.
liked him. I'll give you that.
Well,
give you that.
The thing about college coaching, you have to have some kind of enthusiasm that projects to a younger generation, and he does.
Yeah, right.
He not only does he do that, but he's also an excellent coach.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing we were lacking. We weren't lacking in top recruits before. We were lacking in coaching them up to get not only what they have, but to take some guys that are not at the blue chip level and make them a blue chipper.
Right.
You know, and that's what we were lacking. And you know, it's kind of exciting with Coach Beckman to see what he's going to bring. We're going to see here very soon when the Illini start playing, but. You know, it's exciting to see that he's bringing in his guys.
New style, 23rd in the nation in recruiting rankings, and I do follow that pretty closely on some numerous websites. And it's not he's attacking Illinois, but remember this guy's from Ohio.
Yeah.
And he is wiping. I'm not going to say wiping up Ohio. I'm not saying he's taking them from Ohio State. He's not taking the 5-star guys when they rate him on the system.
You got to think in Ohio too. They get all of the 5 stars.
Right.
The 4 stars could be better than the 5 stars, giving them a year and getting some new size on them. He's getting them.
He's getting 4s and 3s, and I'm a guy that likes the 3 because I think they're a little hungrier.
Yep.
I don't know that they've burst on. A lot of those 5-star guys have been 5 stars since they were 5 years old, and some people plateau at a certain point. They for whatever reason they've been the best.
Yeah.
They decide, you know what? I'm worn out. You know,
Yeah.
I've been training like this for, and some aren't
Since I
like
was
that.
a fifth grader.
Right.
Yeah.
Some aren't like that, but some are. But some of those 3-star guys are guys that are real raw, that have a great body,
Yeah.
that have a good motor, and they just want to get better. And right now he's doing a really good job in Ohio, Michigan. We haven't really hit Wisconsin or anything. Some in Chicago.
Yeah.
We got a 4-star quarterback out of Chicago who's a highly rated guy. I really like it. I think he's recruiting to his style, which I think his style is going to be more up-tempo. He's going to let it fly. You remember a lot of the option with the line. I hate it in college football. I just don't like it. I don't like it even in high school. I'm just not an option type of guy. But do we have a guy that can throw it? So you got to get the guys that fit his style. I think he's getting them, as you said, and I'm kind of pumped, really.
Yeah, yeah.
We got some guys coming back that are good. We lost a couple to the draft, but we had I think the leading tackler in the Big Ten, and Brown. He's coming back. Our quarterback's coming back. Our running back's coming back.
Well, and again, if you get those 5 stars, some of them 5 stars and 4 stars, they'll mature quickly in the college ranks. A lot of times they take off early.
Yeah.
And like you said with those 3 stars, those are usually 4-year players.
Yeah, right.
That at the end of the 4 years, they're holding some records.
Yeah. And the thing I like is he's signing them early for the following. We're already in the, we're getting ready to start this year, but he's got to be getting attacked or ready for this season, and he's getting guys. So his assistants are doing the job. He's doing the job. Of course, you want to get off to a good start as your new place of business or your new place of work. But man, I'm really kind of happy. I'm excited. I'm going to go over to a game, Penn State. That I looked at the Illinois schedule, and it's not very good, especially home games. Really, the only game at home that's because I don't go when it's cold. Penn State early.
Yeah.
Other than that, our schedule is kind of getting weak.
Well,
but
it's a down year. It'll be a down year for the Big Ten, maybe then. So
well, we hope, and they're talking about with this new system of the 4 teams playing off, that you're going to see a lot more of the Alabamas playing Michigan or playing, because they got to get that signature win early.
That strength schedule and whatnot, yeah, absolutely.
For that top 4, you're not getting it.
Yep. Yep. And I was thinking about that the other day. I wonder how that's going to affect a BYU or a Boise State or something like that, being able to get to play one of those top teams. Reason I'm saying that is because those top teams know, okay, they're not really considered one of the elites.
Right.
But if we lose to one of them, we're done.
Right.
So
you're from Alabama, you want to play a Michigan or you want to play an Ohio State. So if I get beat, it's not that
Tennessee
big
maybe
deal.
or something.
It's not that huge. But I like the 4-team thing, a playoff.
I like the idea of it. It's still going to be the same thing, though, man. It's just like the field of 64. 64 is not enough, so we had 65. 65 is not enough, so we're up to 68. And it's good. When do you stop? When do you say, okay, 4 is enough, that's all we need?
Well, they're still going to have an argument who's going to be the top 4.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter.
I don't care if you have
every year
a top 30.
Yep.
There's always going to be, like you say, that guy that's 31, 32 saying, well, why aren't we in it? We got a better resume.
We're better
as the
than
other
there,
team.
yeah.
Right. So, yes, but I think it'll make it a little more interesting. And maybe they won't drag it out so long where a team's got to wait 3 months before they can play.
That's a good point.
From when they last played. But I don't know if they're going to do that. They're probably going to make it.
The nice thing about having the bowl schedule is how it was before is there was that argument.
Right.
And a lot of teams, they complain. They were upset. Yeah, they had a right to be. Maybe next year. Go and win your bowl that you're going to be in. And that's the thing I kind of actually liked about it. It was that controversy at the end. And maybe that's because I'm an Illinois fan. I didn't have a whole lot to root for that time. So it was like, it doesn't matter to me who's in.
Right.
As long as I can root for somebody.
Sure.
So, why not? But LSU, they've got to be up there this year
LSU,
again. So
Bama.
Alabama number 1?
No, well, just from what I listened to this morning, Mel Kiper picked LSU.
Really? Okay.
He says they've got 2 top 5 guys on the line, D-line, and their quarterbacks may not live after they play LSU. So an interesting thing, college football, I think just announced, or maybe as a couple weeks ago, the kid from Rochester has been announced as a starter at Oklahoma State. Now that's a big time.
A guy,
step. He graduates early, I think his senior year, goes out there, and that's a big difference. A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't know that kids, if they are capable, they will graduate in December from high school and leave when school starts for college, and you get that semester in and get that workout in, get that learning the program, learning the system. That's a big deal, and I think that really helped him. Not only can he throw the ball like crazy, but
big kid.
He was there early, and so that's kind of a neat for the Central State 8, neat for this area that he's going to be the starter at Oklahoma State. So gives you a little reason to watch the Cowboys when they're on TV.
Absolutely, it gives you a reason to at least check on the sports page there online or whatnot and see how he did.
Yeah, because you watched
Central State 8
throw
dominant player
like crazy around here.
Yeah,
and I did read where Illinois offered a receiver and linebacker from Chatham. He's going to be a junior next year. So again, talent all over the place in the Central State this year for football. Jacksonville's got a couple guys. So, we'll get with Coach McDowell maybe next weekend or the following week. We'll get him on, see how those summer workouts are going. Those 2 days, those 3 days are coming up soon.
7-on-7s. And
they'll see how what's going on, because I'm kind of itching for football. My buddy and I were talking fantasy the other night. So.
Well, being a Cub fan, it's kind of hard not to be.
Your summer's really wasted when you're a Cub fan.
Yeah.
I mean, not wasted.
Well, not if
I
your
enjoy
son's
summer.
a Cardinal fan. I mean, heck, you could jump on his bandwagon. We're taking applications.
Yeah, I wouldn't qualify. I wouldn't even pay the entry fee. And I'm not paying his either. Jake, we had a hot one.
Oh, why not? 100 we're at the temps here says 127. I'm not even sure what number that is.
That's on the field. We're on the field. We're 30 feet from the field.
Could you call this grass?
It was.
It was grass.
Lehn Fink Field, we were out here for Jake's Furnishings versus the Design It Construction last game of the season for the roughly age group 5 through 8. And
let's let Jeff out of the box.
We'll let him out now.
Okay.
After the show.
Yeah, he's dying in there.
You're real worried about him.
I'll be honest. It's been an hour. 160 degrees inside that shed.
I want to thank all our sponsors. I want to thank Jake again today for bringing us out in the heat instead of the air conditioning at 1100 Woodlawn Road. But stop in and see Jake. He'll be heading back to the furniture store.
Big mattress sale.
Yes. Head out there. Get yourself a new mattress.
Check out our new ones, too, man. We've got some new mattresses. They're a little higher end, a little better quality stuff.
I need one.
Unbelievable.
I
mean, they are unbelievable feeling.
I better try it out for a while.
Come on in.
Jake, thanks again. I want to thank all our sponsors for, again, bringing the Cheap Seats show. We had another good time out here. We'll see you next week from the Cheap Seats. Josh Komnick, the furniture guy, Jake Johnston.
Good day.
We'll see you next weekend.